Hello guys, welcome back to another reaction video here on Our Eyes Your Eyes. I'm ready to watch episode 22 of A Platinum End. But before starting this video, I just want to remind you to subscribe to the channel, click on the notification bell, leave a like to support me, and join me in this adventure that is about to finish. 2 episodes left, except for this one. In the previous episode, we saw that now things are getting worse. There is this battle in the stadium. Let's see what's going to happen. Are you ready to join me with this? Check it out. Reveal us what you know, dear angel. Okay, tell us. False god. Yeah. Okay. It's because of ourselves. Ah, wow. He is so sure about that. Yeah, because they already know everything that is happening, so there is no need to hope for something. Yeah, exactly. Whoa, that's pretty catastrophical. Oh, so is this how we will extinct? Okay, let's talk. Oh, wow, he's always so strict. Hmm. Oh my. Mirai. Only NASA is happy about this. That's why I'm a little bit suspicious right now. I don't think Mirai will do something like that. Oh. So. Oh. No, he can't. Oh, because he already has it. Yeah. Yeah, because the professor. At least let's wait to the end of the conversation. But no, I don't think so. No! No, no, this is not what Mirai thinks. No, 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 no. I think he. No, no. No, 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 I don't think Mirai is Mirai right now. I mean, no. Yeah, as all the other species. That's true. Exactly. I mean, if you go to the future with a time machine and you already see what's happening, it's already automatically becoming the past because you saw it already. That's right. Uh, whoa! See? Oh, Saki! Oh, Mirai. What? Mirai, you said that you can have the power to create something not premeditated, so. Yeah. Oh. So now Mirai, I mean, before Mirai said, oh, well, if it's for one life instead of all the others, who cares? But now he preferred that one life, that means Saki's life instead of everything, so. No, it's better if there is no God, trust me. She's thinking it, maybe. Yeah. Yes, 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 I said the same thing. But I don't think that he is thinking something like this, because Mirai was feeling so bad after Metropoliman's death. Oh, he's honest. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. No, I don't think so. Yes, that's right. No, it's because we discriminate, actually. Yes, that's true. I stay always on Mirai's side. Yes. Oh! Wow! Look, Saki last time didn't receive a love declaration, but here it is. Oh. Oh, what the F? It was too good to be true. Oh. Nor one nor the other one, I guess. Because even Mirai has a white arrow, so. Actually, yes, he's following you. Oh no. Uh. Should we trust this? Um. Of course he's lying. Yeah. I imagined that she was interfering. this is the moment in which he will not listen to her. Maybe. Yellow. Whoa. Whoa, he's going to sacrifice himself. Huh? Yeah. Oh! No! Oof, another great episode finished. I really want to say that in these last episodes, I really liked the conversations between the professor and Mirai. I think that it was pretty interesting to understand both sides, as much as even in this episode, the professor was talking about the future of humanity, the fact that he thinks that it's already chosen, it's already written, we just have to live it, we can't change the future, etc., etc. Because he was talking about this concept of the future and how people see it. I mean, some people believe that everything is already written, that there is our destiny that can't be changed. And other people think that we can change things actually. Depends everything from our choices and what we decided to do in that specific moment. But what if our decision in that specific moment was already written? This could be so interesting to analyze. I don't know what to pick because sometimes I also think that there are moments in which everything is already written and we just have to go on living them because everything was predetermined already. And other times I think that if we did something else instead of the choice we made, maybe things would have gone in a different way. And of course it's like this. But what if what we chose, what our intentions chose, was already ruled by the system? I mean, by the things we are living in, by the energy that is ruling the universe. I mean, what if we chose to do something in particular because it was already written anyway and we had to choose that thing instead of the other one? If that's the case, it means that human beings don't have any power to choose at the end of the day. So even religiously speaking, there is not this free will of choose something. I mean, if you believe in Catholic Church, you know that the church is saying that Jesus Christ, God, is giving you the free will to choose. And that's a great power because it's up to you what you're going to do and how you're going to do something, right? So by having this power, it means that things can be different. It all depends on you. But if we follow what the professor says, this doesn't exist. I mean, even the free will, even God, what's giving you, etc., is not existing. It's just that there's this destiny, there is this path that is already written, and we just have to walk on this. That's it. This is pretty interesting, let me tell you, because many philosophers were trying to analyze this point, and even nowadays we can keep discussing about this over and over again. But even in this case, until we do what this Professor Yoneda says, I mean, until we create this time machine and we go in the future, we will never know if what the professor is saying is correct or not. We just have to go on living. But when he's talking about the extinction of humanity, I quite agree with this, because we can't live forever. As much as many other species of animals that were gone already, I think that we are also something that has to reach extinction, because we have a beginning but also an end, and I don't think that we will be able to go on living forever, especially because of the situations that are happening even nowadays, that are repeating over and over again things that already happened in the past. So I think that no matter if it's a natural catastrophe or not, I think human beings will not live forever. It can be the extinction of the sun, it can be a catastrophe, a natural disaster whatsoever, but I think that we have a time limit, even if it doesn't seem so. Even if we still believe that there is these new generations coming that can perpetrate life or humanity as it is. But I think that what Yoneda was anticipating is pretty scary, let me tell you. We already see the progress that the science is having throughout the years, and we see how much technology and this progress is taking us to lose our humanity more and more and more. Look at the social networks, look these robots that are about to replace us really soon. So I don't think that what he is saying is totally wrong. I think that there is something true in his speech. And that's why I agree with the author's decisions to let us think. Because let me tell you, now humanity, the more we go on, is stop thinking. I mean, the more we go on with this technology, with this ability to have everything instantly and stuff like that, we forget how to be patient, we forget how to stay still 1 second and think more. We prefer to do everything so fast, immediately, the fastest is the best, etc., etc. So we are losing our abilities as beings, as humans, and this is pretty scary, let me tell you. I think that the more we will go on, the more we will lose this ability of thinking, and especially if we can create on the other side something that is like a guarantee for us to understand what's happening in the future. Come on, it's like as if we are getting spoilers and you know that I don't like spoilers, but that's how I see things. I mean, if we created this time machine and we are going to check the future already, we get lots of spoilers of what we are going to live. So even our perception of living things is going to change definitely, because if we know already what's coming, we are not seeing these as something unexpected, as a surprise. I mean, we are not living as before. We stop living. We are just surviving, and this is something else. I agree with what Yoneda said, because as soon as you already know what's happening, your perception of things is changing, and your instincts are changing too, and your reactions are not as before. So you're living passively, and the more you keep going on living passively, you stop living. Yeah, you're just surviving, and this is pretty sad. So at this point, I don't hope that they invent a time machine, to be honest. If they invent a time machine that we can go in the past, okay, I agree with that, because I'm still interested to see how things were for real, because we were always following books, and we were always trusting books for what they were telling us, because we were not be able to be there. So the only thing we can assure us about the past actions are books, right? But what if we can create a time machine to go in the past to confirm actually what happened? That would be so interesting. But let me tell you, I don't want that human beings are able to create a time machine for the future. No, because I definitely prefer to go ahead like this and see what's going to happen without understanding what's coming next. And I don't want to risk to know everything in advance already. This is something that I would not like to see. Especially if people wanted to see when they are going to die, or how much their life is lasting. This is pretty scary. I don't even want to know. I mean, I don't want to know when I will die or how I will die. No, because if I know how I will die and when I will die, then it's already written, and yeah, I just don't live anymore, because I know that even if I struggle so much, look, I can die even tomorrow, for example, but I still wanted to have the hope that I can go on living 2 days instead of one. I don't want to erase that possibility in my mind. This is pretty great. I mean, I like what these stories are telling you, because it lets you think more and more what you want, what you really don't want, what it would be nice to think and what it would have not been nice to think. Talking about Mirai, when he was saying, oh, look, I prefer to kill you because if this means that I can save billions of people, that's great. At that time, I felt that he was incoherent, because when Metropolis Man was dying, he was feeling depressed because of that decision. Do you remember? So that's why I said, okay, is that Mirai that he's talking? Why is he talking like this? It's pretty incoherent. But later, yeah, even Yoneda said the same thing that I was saying as soon as he wanted to save Saki. I mean, what the F? That was making me understand that maybe Mirai was saying something like this to see where this conversation was going. Saki finally received the love declaration from Mirai after all these episodes. I mean, in the previous episode when he was saying thank you, I was saying, oh no, he was just friend zoning her, but no, in this case, he was declaring his love to her, and the love that goes beyond everything, because he's ready even to sacrifice his own life because of her. I mean, at the end of the episode, we don't understand what he is about to do, so we needed to wait to the next episode, but definitely what Saki heard was what she was expecting throughout all this time, and I think that was pretty nice for her to hear, that once again Mirai is confident with what happened in his life. He surpassed it and he went on the next level. So this is for Saki a confirmation once again that Mirai really loves her. But that was really beautiful to hear it. So I think that what Mirai is saying is admirable. But at this point, I still believe that there is no need for a god. And see, I am contrasting myself with the different ideas, because both of them are right, actually, in different ways. But if they can combine all these things they are saying, they can create the perfection. But we all know that the world is not perfect, so we have to choose anyway. And I don't think that Mirai was incoherent when first he said one thing and sooner after he said another thing. Is just that sometimes we are forced to choose, no matter our great ideals and no matter our beliefs, we are forced to choose. But that doesn't mean that we don't believe what we were saying before. It's just that when we are in front of the person we love the most, we definitely can't choose to go ahead with the previous decision. Yeah, when Yoneda is saying, I don't like when people say the most, or they are preferring something instead of something else, etc., etc., I don't agree with this, because as I was saying, even for Shingeki no Kyojin, I think that human beings are selfish, so they wanted to choose one person instead of all the other 7 billions, because it's a sort of a choice based on what we want, based on our desires only. So automatically we are discriminating others. As soon as we are picking one person instead of the rest of the world, we are discriminating. That's what we are, because we, by being selfish, we definitely choose someone instead of others. And when we say, I love you the most, I mean, you're the most important person to me, it's illogical to say, because we didn't have the chance to get in touch with the 7.7 billion people, right? But it's a standard sentence to create this importance, just to say, I chose you, let's say, between all people that I could have met so far, I chose you. Even if it's something, illogical, we can say, because we didn't have the chance to meet the other 7 billions first before choosing. But we are confident for the fact that we will never be able to get in touch with the 7 billions people. So we are limited. So inside our limits, we choose anyway, because we as human beings can't stay alone forever. Even if we impose ourselves to do so, it's impossible. And that's why I like when they are explaining us how limitful human beings are, because we think that we can solve everything, we have always the right answer, we know what to do, etc., in all contexts. But that's not true. I mean, we are limitful, and as soon as we get in touch with our limits, we can live better, in my opinion, because we know that we can go ahead until a certain point, and then there's our limit. We can accept it. We have to acknowledge it, that we have that limit. If we don't do that, we are just presumptuous. We are just hiding to ourselves on purpose the reality of things. Let's see what Mirai wants to do right now, because when Nase kept talking to him, I don't know. I think that Mirai wants to choose by himself without listening to others. So even if Nase is repeating these things over and over and over again, at the end of the day, Mirai will choose thanks to his choice. I'm still confused a little bit about something, but let's see the second to last episode 23 of Platinum End next week. In the meantime, feel free to subscribe to the channel and click on the notification bell. Bye guys, see you in the next video.